Okay, we should be live now. And hopefully everything is showing up all right. If the sound cuts out, that might just be because the if I click off of the window, it will remove it from, it's full screen mode, basically, because I don't think this game is a windowed mode. So that should be okay. Otherwise, hopefully things are alright. We're just getting some lovely wind noises to begin with. Hello, Civil Twilight. I'm gonna give people a few minutes to slide into chat and make themselves comfortable because we might be here for a while. I should say from the start, I have no idea whether I'm going to beat this or not. I have no confidence that it's something that I will be able to do, and what does and doesn't happen on this stream, who knows? Hello, folks. Basically, we're going to experience this whole thing together, and it's going to be a great time. Or something like that. Question for chat. Can you see my mouse cursor moving on this right now? It's weird because, like, it'll be useful to see in the game itself, but you can basically put your own in-game cursor. It's a really good emote, Doc. Okay, that should probably be fine. Like, the knowledge of where the cursor is kind of important for this game. All games are art, QB. Well, Doc, I can assure you, you're probably not going to miss too much of the content of this game. We're going to be spending a very long time in a very small amount of real estate, most likely. That said, I do think I can get going now, since it's 6:30 over by me. So a little bit of context for this, if you're not aware of this game. Is that Bennett Foddy is the guy who made QWOP, and also this game. So if you don't know what QWOP is, it's basically a game where the Q, U, O, and P buttons control, like, individual parts of a runner's legs, which means that the whole point of QWOP is to get to the end of a race, but it's incredibly hard even to do that extremely basic motion. And so that's sort of a running theme of Fadi's games. He's made other games that have similar difficulties in them, and they're a lot different than a lot of other more mainstream games. Let's just say that this stream may be a bit of an exercise in frustration, and the longer that it goes, the more likely I am to eventually give up and just go for a Super Mario run, because that's a game that I know how to control. And yes, Serene is here in text chat tonight since she's home right now. Zulikai, thank you for the sub. You are awesome. Thank you for the good luck sub, I suppose. I could continue, but basically one of the big things about this game is that there are a bunch of like voice lines of Fadi himself just talking, just talking, and I feel like they're very interesting. So it'll be good to get the whole game as a fresh experience, I would say. Hello, the amazing Fee. So I got this game today. It is currently not available in most places. You could only get it through the Humble monthly bundle, which you couldn't, like, basically it unlocked today, and I don't know if you'd be able to get it after this point. But it will be out on Steam and the Humble bundle in early December. I don't know if you'll be able to get it before that. I will potentially look into that. This game is absolutely going to be a trip. So let's jump into it. Nope. Now, the controls for this game are obscenely simple. And yes, this game is very, very sexy. If you have played Sexy Hiking, that is basically what this game is. Although, I have not played Sexy Hiking. Whee! But basically, you are a man who half of his body is in a pot, and you have a sledgehammer, and your entire goal is to get up a mountain. I could alternatively throw myself into the water, and I haven't actually done that. It went poorly. So yeah, there you go, Fungus. I can very much throw myself to the left should I want to do so. Anyway, the actual point of this game is to climb a mountain. The important thing here...
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
And that's a pretty good introduction to the game as a whole. Essentially, the whole point of this game is to go in that direction over a series of increasingly difficult things. Zulikai, thank you for the bits. And yes, I am in fact climbing a tree with a hammer. We'll be climbing a mountain with a hammer, in fact. If you don't know, or if you can't tell, basically the white dot over here is my mouse cursor, and the hammer will try to move itself for the towards the mouse cursor. This does mean that you cannot get too far away from it. Like I'm pulling left here and he stops. Whee! But basically, your guy will do everything he can to get his hammer, his sledgehammer, where the cursor is. This also works inwards, which means that if I pull up directly like this, it will not actually get to the center of him. So essentially, managing the position of this hammer is the difficult part. Lauracia, thank you for the follow. And basically, the whole point of this is just to get anywhere, and from time to time, Bennett will grace you with some thoughts. And for the record, we are most definitely in for some shit. Not quite. The big thing about this game is that it will eventually become quite a lot about your momentum, and that's difficult. Not quite, but I can. What I can do, I think, is... The big thing that makes this game difficult is just the fact that your cursor, the movement in it is just extremely, extremely fickle. And you really do have to sort of plan out moves, but then improvise when things inevitably go wrong. Not quite. Boy, it does not want to send me over that thing. I'm kind of just gently placing my cauldron down now. A lot of times, all of the lovely, pristine movement in the world will not save you, but... Nope. I was able to get this part earlier. You can also do it much faster than this if you are daring enough, but... Bennett Foddy is a very strange person, in a very wonderful way. Nope. I was definitely able to do this at one point. There we go. Easy, right? So that's pretty much what this game is, and what your next, however long you decide to stay with me is. Maybe I'll get better, maybe not.
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes.
And that very reassuring factoid there is quite important. Magisblag, thank you for the follow. By the way, I should just mention before we get started here, get used to this area right here. This is kind of your, let's call it a base camp. What's Uban? Yes, this is actually sexy hiking. He will bring that up soon. So one of the important things to find out about this game is that a lot of the way to get like ridiculously high momentum shots is to get to to abuse the fact that your physics will very extremely try to get the hammer onto the thing. So if I slam the mouse over here as hard as possible, my guy will actually launch himself over this way. And that's kind of going to become very important in a little bit. Didn't quite hit it there. I've now lodged myself in, which, you know, isn't that bad. If I can adjust the coffin to the cauldron to the edge of this without falling off, which is, you know, again, nothing is simple in this game. You can actually just hook yourself around that. There we go. And so once you get on the edge of this panel, it's not too hard. It's not a testicle, President Ark. It's a cauldron, I guess.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
So yeah, what I just did there was basically lean myself off of an edge and then pull my mouse down hard, which made my guy pull with a ton of force, which is what allows you to go really flying in this game. And that's going to become very necessary as we go further along.
In a certain
here.
way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real.
Okay, we have now made it to the part of the game that might just be the rest of this stream. We don't know. The thing about this is, while I have been playing this fairly well, all of your progress can be undone in an instant. If you fall down there, then that's that. You're just done. Well, you're not done. You're just back to the start.
The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Bennett's being awfully talkative right now, probably because I'm going through this pretty quickly. It should be mentioned that this is sort of the part of the game where I know what's up the top, what's up this hill, but I have never actually successfully climbed, or like, you know, this tunnel thing, but I have never successfully climbed it myself. Whoops. So yeah, this is probably the part where things get a little dicey. I have not yet devised a way of climbing up this. I know that I can get up to that like little light hook that's up there if I like set myself up on that rock and then wiggle my stick around, but then from there I have not been able to get any further. So yeah, this is gonna be a learning experience for everyone. most difficult part here is definitely getting the hammer upwards if you're like pogoing off it downwards. And yes, this is the guy who made Quap. Okay. Now what? Okay. Oh, stay with me, cauldron guy. Whoop! And there we go. That is further than I made it playing this game this morning. Nope, that almost worked though. Whoop. Oh no. That was almost very bad. Whoop. Ah, is chat already naming him? That's good. You're probably gonna get into a lot of extended lore discussions as I... Oh dear. This is... There we go. As I fumble with this gale, there we go.
You know it's possible. Just do what you did the first time.
Well.
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration. A real punch in the gut.
And that right there is getting over it. That thing that just occurred. Whoops. Please, I love Bennett. Speedruns of this game are going to be glorious, it should be mentioned. Uh-oh. No! I've gotten pretty okay at this part. Like, look at that shit. The biggest thing that I have found is, like, the act of launching yourself becomes really, really important at this part of the game, because, like, even just getting up to this here is very difficult if you haven't mastered, and by mastered, you know, there's only so many degrees of mastered that anything in this game has. But if you haven't mastered the act of, like, making the hammer move much faster than it really, quote-unquote, should... Oops. It gets tough right here because suddenly there's this big rock blocking your way, which kind of complicates everything. Up. Up. The other big thing is that when you go flying, sometimes the camera will adjust in a way that your hammer cannot hit, which will cause Hammer Guy to, like, try to push the thing in a really bad direction, which tends to give you a ridiculous amount of momentum in a direction that you really don't want to. Atchinson, that is a really good way of putting this. Attempting to unscrew a screw whose head is almost but not quite stripped. So the thing that I kind of want to do here is pogo up and then pull the hammer back in such a way that it doesn't get caught on either this side or this side, and then kind of hook it onto that lamp post that's sort of, you know, inexplicably in that cave. I don't know if that's, like, you know, a good way to do this, but that's sort of the only inkling I've had up to this point. Okay, that thing that I just did there is another thing that will happen often. When you try to do long, winding, like, swings in this game, sometimes you'll go too fast, and instead of doing a wide overhand swing, your guy will, like, spin his arms like that, and that's usually when the disasters happen. So in general, you will often want to be going for large, wide swings because they're much safer. Yeah, because he will often just pull, like, pogo himself straight off when he does the arm turn, like he's doing right here. Instead, you kind of want a big, wide arc. You know, give yourself a generous amount of room for it. So as you can see, I can't quite reach this, but maybe. I've like really sort of been able to start getting myself up like that, but I cannot continue the mouse motion that's involved. Yeah, the key is very definitely those lantern things, but getting your hammer into a place where you can get them is not trivial. There are a lot of flavors of failure in this. Oh god, I am barely on this thing! A lot of flavors of failure on this. I also know that there is a kind of ridiculous jump above this, so that's something I'm looking forward to. We also occasionally get, like, grunts from Cauldron Man that can be kind of unsettling, but, you know. I'm sure he does this for the fun of it. For the love of the game. Yes, perhaps he is a Cauldron Mimic. Oh, there I go. I had kind of wanted to show the trailer before this, but I didn't have a good way of doing that. But I would definitely check out the trailer of this game to sort of, I don't know, understand a lot of it, to learn about sort of the mindset that went into a game like this. Yeah, so that's what'll happen a lot of the time when I try to pogo myself up. I will catch on this wall, this rock wall right here, as I'm trying to pull the sledgehammer upwards. Whoop! No! Ah. Prince Daniel for 2020. It's true. They finally made a hiking game for the most efficient method. Call it cauldron potting. Almost. It is generally very difficult to properly... Okay. Hammer's not in a great spot. That's better. I say as I sort of start slipping off of it. Leverage, leverage. That was unfortunate. Whoops. Woo. Yeah, the girder is really well placed, but it's also your friend, because this spot where the hammer is right now is actually, like, the hammer will get stuck on that very easily, which means that you can often use it to sort of like pull yourself up if you get caught on that, like that. So it's a blessing and a curse. Whee! I also love that he occasionally just looks at things. Like, what do you see, Mr. Cauldron Man? This entire game is basically proving a point.exe. That is exactly what I would use to describe it. I mean, I'm not sure this man has parents. I think he may have just been, like, begat from the cauldron, you know? He may have been just spat out of the cauldron fully formed. With the goatee. Yanking myself up. This is the hard part, because I really can't quite get so much momentum there. Maybe if I do that really fast, I'll be able to hook onto the other one. I say, fruitlessly searching for answers. Yeah, this is almost certainly some form of wizard experiment. That's a pretty common one. Getting a decent pogo and then yanking yourself straight downwards. Sort of like, I might have to do like a quarter circle clockwise turn here. I mean, if the question is where is this guy's dick, the answer is either he has no dick or literally the entire cauldron is filled with dick. I will accept nothing in between those two answers. Oops! Almost got myself into a decent position there. Also almost flung myself off the entire mountain. I've not really found much in doing that, honestly. Whoop. So yeah, when you really start moving in this game, you sort of risk getting yourself moving even faster. And yeah, there's little bits. It's sort of greenish water spilling out. Forceful Pones, thank you for following. No, that wasn't great. Whoa, neither is this. The sounds in this game are really good. Everything is very tactile, let's say. Oh god. The other thing is that this game can use like a lot of the real estate on your mouse pad. Whoops. The most satisfying parts of this game are definitely when you just get yourself really fucking moving, but sometimes... it can be in the wrong direction. Let's see. Yeah, the friction in this game is shockingly well, like, rendered. Okay. Okay. I'm terrified now. Yep, there we go.
Oof, sorry about that.
Oh no! I cannot wait for chat to catch up to this. Oh no! My moment of greatest triumph. But check that shit out. And yes, that tree is not a tree, or is not like a grabbable object, just like this tree is not a grabbable object. They are in the background. This game, like, as much as I might be suffering in like 30 minutes time now, I really am enjoying this game. I was playing it alone today for like way longer than I intended. Like I sort of just wanted to get a feel for like how it controls it all so that I wasn't, you know, completely flailing around here, but I found I was playing it even longer than I expected I would. So I guess the joke is really on me here. Geronimonia, thank you for following. Not quite. Yeah, I think the play here is to just do this as fast as humanly possible. No time for thought, no time to fuck it up. That's what I always say. The man makes such visceral noises, too. Almost. Almost. And goodbye. This game is incredibly zen. Whoop. This game is like a koan. I do feel like I gotta be a little more deliberate with this mouse move here. Whoop.
Whoop.
He just made the exact same noise I did, didn't he? Oh, almost. Wrench myself up here. Launch. God, every so often I get one off and it's like, this is gonna work, and then it very much doesn't work. See, I've tried to, like, metronome on the on the lamps, and I have not been able to get that to work. It's really tough to get it, like, to play nice there. Whoop. Like I said, I have no idea whether or not I'm going to finish this game, because I have no idea what comes after this. That was a noise. And yes, the first lamp is very much placed just out of reach of the hammer. Whoops. Whoa. That's an interesting place to end up. Oh yeah, there will absolutely be cosplays. And they will be wonderful, and I will love them. Whoop. A really dedicated cosplayer will also dedicate themselves to making all of the noises that this man makes. Almost. I almost wonder if I need to give myself more mousepad space. So yeah, even if we get up here, our hammer reaches about to here. Up. It's always funny when for a half second his arms do something incredibly impossible. And yeah, this is absolutely the spot that most people get, like, very stuck on. As far as I can tell. Oops! Oh, there we go.
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
Music will often disappear in this game for just a little while. And then show back up once you've failed spectacularly. I will say, there are things that were giving me a lot of trouble earlier today that I have been able to go, like even just this entire section here, I spent quite a while on.
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
Yeah, and here come the quotes. Although I believe the next one is actually really fucking funny. If I recall correctly. Uh-oh. Balanced on a knife's edge there. There it is. Oh no!
No.
Part of this is just that I am trying to do this at a fairly high rate of velocity, which, you know, is maybe not the best way to take this, but at the same time, kind of is. Because, I mean, really, at this point, what do you have to lose? Yeah, I quote-unquote unlocked it by failing enough times. Bennett will often chime in when you, do poorly. I believe this is called Going Down a Country Road, Feeling Bad. No thanks. Alright. I assume this game has an end. Bennett swears it has an end, and for all that he is, he doesn't really strike me as a liar. Honestly, the hardest part of this is just the extremely limited space that you have, honestly. Oh no, it is not randomly generated at all. Well, that's more progress than we've made in the last, like, 20 or so minutes. Not quite. Oh god, an AI trying to learn this game would be just the actual funniest thing, I feel like. Get up this way. We are on the wrong side of this hill. Oops. Yeah, so the game came out today, but only in the humble, like, monthly subscription bundle. You can't really get it anywhere else right now. It will come out on December 6th if you want to do this to yourself. You know, hypothetically.
The soul would have no rainbow, had the eyes no tears. John Vance Cheney.
Yeah, it really is going to be trying to get up to that next part that is going to be terrifying. Oops.
The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before. That's the deal. C.S. Lewis. I feel within me a peace above all earthly dignities, a still and quiet conscience. William Shakespeare.
I'm getting some rapid-fire quotations now. Getting pretty good at that mountain, at least. Oh, trust me, the plastic cup never goes away. It's probably down by the start now. Hup. Hup. Alright, so we have made vanishingly small amounts of progress here a few times. The quotes are sort of my favorite part, honestly. Like, yes, it's pretentious as all get out, but it really works for me as I try to make this man in a cauldron who is leaking fluids everywhere ascend a mountain with a sledgehammer. I don't know. There's something about this game that I have just been captivated by ever since I saw the Polygon do, like, a demo video of it. Oh, that almost worked. It appears we are at an impasse. Oh god. Get ready. Ha-ha! Okay. I don't know what happens next. Ugh. Get ready.
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world.
Oh no.
And for the most part, that hasn't happened. Because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context. And once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
So, now I have no idea what comes next. I would just like to make sure that everyone is aware. But I can already see that this is going to be at least as difficult, if not harder, than Super Jail was. So, Here we go. There is a movement to this. Oh my god.
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
Boy, I know what the game is about to ask me to do, and I'm terrified. This is gonna be so bad. Oh no. This part is really interesting. I like this a lot. Nope. Yeah,
I cannot
okay.
now believe that you will ever feel better. But this is not true. You're sure to be happy again. And knowing this, truly believing it, will make you less miserable now. Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, mistakes were made! Oh no! Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I am extremely into how ridiculously pretentious this game is, and I mean that completely unironically. I am having a very fun time. Almost. This game is incredible, and I love it. Bennett Foddy has like a GDC talk about, well, not talk, but like very quick thing from GDC of like 16-player incredible ultimate bullshit chess. Yeah, see the cup, it's still here. The cup never leaves you. Yeah, this man has no navel. He's like an anime man. I wouldn't say all progress has been lost. I feel like I've learned a lot about myself playing this so far. That being that I am actually having fun despite, you know, being at the basically starting area of the game. It's the sort of thing where, like, the warning he gives at the beginning of the game where, like, if you're in a bad mood, maybe don't play this game is, see, like, it feels completely, like, nicely intentioned? You know, it feels like a legitimate, seriously, this game may not help your mood kind of thing. Ugh. And if you're playing a game to be, you know, successful at something, this isn't really the experience for you. That doesn't mean it's not a valid experience. Okay, we are back. We're back to this place. This horrible hell from which things will only get harder. The SGDQ speedrun of this game is going to be absolutely incredible. And yes, Garbage, if you haven't seen the trailer for this game, absolutely at least go listen to it, because it is beautiful. Like, if someone has a YouTube link to it, they can feel free to link it in chat here. Because it is perfect. I made this game for a specific type of person. To hurt them. Whoop. Thank you, my friends. I'm going to assume that at least one of those is the actual trailer. Whoops.
Whoop. Whoop. Whoop.
I imagine that this game is going to have like a second big moment when it actually comes out on Steam and more people are able to play it. It is weird to me that like this game seems extremely Twitch friendly. I say as I stream it on Twitch. That like some people can now play this game, but only a very small set of people who are aware that this game existed and willing to buy the humble subscription bundle for it. Which, I mean, like, $12 for this game alone is perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure other people will get different amounts of mileage out of this, but, you know. Nope. Nope! I could believe Humble paid for this to be made. It does seem like the sort of game that would be really good to get as an exclusive, at least for a little bit. The thing that's sort of strange to me is that it's like it's gonna come out on like regular Steam and regular Humble store on the same day in December, whereas you can get it now. It's interesting. Specifically through the Humble subscription service? Oh no. Well, that could have been worse. I mean, the funny part is, given that I've been doing speedruns for, like, the past month... Nope. Double nope!
Do not
Quad
stand
nope!
in the grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die.
I was close.
Mary Fry.
Hey, I know Mary Fry. I was gonna say, I know that quote. God, you can get such ridiculous ups when you start chaining those torque throws. You can tell that like things are gonna get wild when your hammer like bends. Like you can. That's basically how you know that you have like a lot of torque on something. That classic physics wiggle. Hup. Hup. Oh no! Whee! Whoa, no. This is a new position I have never been in before. Okay, let's see. No. God, you can just get yourself fucking going. This is a Sisyphus-esque task, but I agree that at least Sisyphus knew that it was impossible. For the lowly Twitch streamer, nothing is impossible, unfortunately. Sisyphesque. Oh, that was close. Well, this is an interesting place to be. I went and cocked it all up. I love how every so often you get an incredibly foddy sounding grunt from him, or like, ugh, or oh no. So I assume Bennett voiced the Cauldron Man himself with all of his grunts, but I don't know. And yes, this is Sexy Hiking HD. The developer mentions sexy hiking and how this game kind of came out of it and talks about it a bit, like, well, in a conversation that happened quite a while ago at this point. Okay. A lot of mouse flailage goes on. I would definitely recommend playing this on as large of a mouse surface as you can, because some of the movements you have to make are, dramatic. Hack it to have motion controls. Oh my god. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Nope. That's not what I wanted. The game is very much about getting your small object, the head of the hammer, to move the large object, your man, to places you want him to be that allows the hammer to move to other places that you want it to be. It's kind of ingenious in a way. Whoop. Oh no. Hmm.
Oh.
Okay. Ah, God. Here's the part where I move my speaker out of the way so my mouse gets a little more freedom of movement here. Will it help? Who knows? I don't think that's enough to say the answer is yes, frankly. Okay. We're back. I'm gonna take a drink real quick, so I will be right back. As the cops bust into my house. Okay, I am all ready to fall off this again. Although, I remember what comes at the top of this, and that once I have to actually do that, that is going to be terrifying. I will say, I'm very proud of getting here because this is part of the level that I have not ever seen before. Like in a previous, like in any YouTube video or stream that I've watched of this so far. This is new content, for me at least. So that's going to want me to somehow get my hammer inside of that crane. And it's going to go extremely badly, because I'm then going to be free flying in the air with my hammer stuck in a crane. And if I miss that, I will be all the way back at the start. And I don't even know what's going to be at the end of that. Okay. Because I don't fit in that. Oh no. Doc Magnificent, if you fall off into the water on the left side, you basically just respawn at the very start of the game. We tried that right at the start. I hope y'all are ready for this.
This is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we have.
No!
Grand, infinite, and uncertain.
And yes, it did just dump me right into the hell gap. Caitlin Zombie says, too bad. Waluigi time. I am going to have to make sure I turn on text-to-chat at next stream, but... For now, I will just read out Bits' comments. Thank you for the bits. That's so good. This game is malicious. This game is out to hurt me. Garbage! Thank you for the sub! Of course, Serena and I appreciate all subs and bits very extremely much. And if you don't like giving Twitch money, you can always use the tip jar that is below. We accept credit cards and PayPal, I say as I... very, very carefully try to position myself in a way that I can pogo up this ledge. Okay. Okay. And yes, if you want to know what the hell the sub song is, Nightbot has a ! Sub song command that will link you to a very fantastic video that if you have never seen before, you should absolutely watch. It's your boy Fresh. Thank you for the follow. I hope this stream is as fresh for you as it is for me, because this is terrifying. Okay, this bit again. I do have to make sure that I'm actually, like, that the hammer is going to stay on. Like, swinging yourself forward here is really weird. Oh, goodness. Because you kind of have to, like, pull this backwards and, Okay. I feel a little safer now. I'm getting pretty okay at the recovery. Like, honestly, there is absolutely a, like, skill to this game of, like, just manipulating this strange man. And I mean, obviously there is. That's sort of the whole point of Body's all view. Angle Breakfast. Thank you for the follow. Alright. Can I land in the house? Yes. Can I extract this? So, we're now in the sky. Oh, no. Hope everyone is ready for heartbreak.
There's 3D models of breakfast.
There
Gen X's
are.
fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned stuff scenes on Live League. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
Very beat poetry going on here. I really hope I don't have to go down here instead of up, because down scares me. I have been taught the direction down is bad. Oh no. I can definitely see a lot of people being put off by the whole everything of this game. And that's fair. No! Okay, okay. We're not dead. We are going to get dunked into this hole and sent back to the Shadow Realm, but not right now. Not yet. This grill has saved me more than once. I'm getting a little bit ballsier, which is probably not a good thing. If we're being honest. Or maybe it is. You never know. But yes, I do like the fact that he's talking about pre-rendered assets when basically all of these are probably like cheap or free 3D models you can Goodbye,
live
friends!
is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Friedrich Nietzsche.
Welcome back to the zone. I knew we were gonna have to start moving left at some point. It just made too much sense. Okay. No. I am definitely, like... I will say, all of the times that I have come down here, I have felt stronger. I will also say it's kind of incredible I'm not tearing my hair out right now. Video games are art. Whoops!
Life is a mosaic of pleasure and pain. Grief is an interval between two moments of joy. Peace is the interlude between two wars. You have no rose without a thorn. The diligent picker will avoid the pricks and gather the flower. Satya Sai Baba.
Well, I have put myself into a place here. Ugh. Okay. Video games are all of the things that have been listed in chat. That's my opinion on the matter. Oh dear. I have now lodged myself onto the girder. I also like how the girder foreshadows basically everything that shows up in the future. Goodbye.
Sorrow is my own yard, where the new grass flames as it has flamed often before, but not with the cold fire that closes round me this year. William Carlos Williams.
I haven't failed in that particular way in quite a while. So that's, you know, that's fun. We're back to this part. I mean, now I've done it like 4 times, so clearly there's some skill developing here. Whoop. I can definitely feel my movements getting more confident. I'm not sure if that makes them more competent, but it is something. Whoops. Oh no. Some of the places I end up are pretty impressive. Hop, 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 hop. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Not quite what I wanted, but I'll take it. Nope. Double nope. Well, my man does not like that very much.
Hang in there. Don't let it get to you. But also, let it get you a little bit.
I do feel like I have to be able to rocket myself up there. Well, there we go. But when I do get up there, I really should just stick with the tried and true method. Cup's still there. There are definitely spots on this mountain ascent that I feel like I can very safely throw my hammer into, which I think is part of the reason that I've been getting a bit faster at this. Red shirt, 1138. We have been into the sky, through a crane and into sort of a backyard of assets at this point. Wrong direction. No! That almost worked, which would have been hilarious. We can rename the game Pretentious Hiking, but I think getting over it seems fine. Personally.
No.
That occasional no is just like... Uh-oh. Yeah, it's very much like a bunch of pre-rendered assets when we get to the sky, and like, and in the same way these are, but it's very like noticeable how inappropriate it is up there. Again, I like this quite a lot. This is doing quite a few things here. This is acting on several levels in a way that I really enjoy, and I am saying this all completely unironically. Sorry if I'm making noises like a Shenmue NPC. Oh, did I not thank Sarah Problem for following? Well, if I didn't, thank you. I may have been too absorbed in everything at the time. it might be possible to climb the outside rock. The biggest problem I see is that even getting up there really aren't, like, places that you could wedge the hammer into properly. Which has sort of been what's, like, not gotten me to try it. Hup, 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 hup. Trying to get my cauldron into the correct spot is not that easy. It's like backing your car up with a trailer attached to it. It's kind of how I would describe this game. That was worth a shot. Oh no. Hop, 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 hop. Yeah, I've just not been able to get that, you know, push yourself into the, or get your hammer up, rocked around that thing again. Well, it wasn't enough. My hands, like, his hands are in a very odd position right now. Oh, goodbye.
Of all sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these. It might have been. John Greenleaf Whittier.
It's less sexy hiking, more a reflection of what sexy hiking meant to us as a species. But in a good way. Turns out I love artsy trash. Ha! This game is awesome and I love it. Even though it is busting my ball here. That almost worked. Whoop. I like that I can set myself up like that, because I know I can make it from here. It's just a very difficult mouse move. Almost. And then that happens. Seems about par for the course. probably could have done something with that weird position if I had acted fast enough, but it's tough. You very much put yourself in, like, 5-second do something or die kind of situations in this game a lot. I haven't done that in like an hour at this point. My dude. My guy. My man. Here we go. Bring him in a bit. Bring him up a bit. I mean, really, fall damage would kind of break the point of the game, in my opinion. Like, there's no fall damage because the requisite game over screen's kind of unnecessary. Oh no. Too much.
Oh. What?
Come on, come on, come on. No. Almost, though. Okay, I've put myself into a position to succeed here.
Oh.
We're back! This swinging motion is definitely one of the weirdest in the game. Oh no. Okay. Calm. We're calm. We're very calm. I'm just gonna very carefully bring the sledgehammer inside, bring the man inside. Okay. We're back to grill hell. Ugh. Let me just take a drink right now. Ugh. Worth remembering that down that hole, there is a little bit of like land that you can kind of catch yourself on, but we have fallen down it before, and we have gone back to the start before. Yeah, big grill hell. Home of challenge sledgehammers. Uh-oh. I will say, I just blindly saved myself there, so that feels kind of nice. Yeah, this is definitely a part where just, like, sheer momentum is everything. Put ourselves down there. We're not in a great place right now, I can say that much. We're okay, okay. My mouse movements have to be hilariously precise here to, like, properly climb over this. Uh-oh. Yeah, I gotta make sure I throw myself with enough momentum when I do this shit. I'm so happy that everyone's heart is collectively stopping beating with me here. I think that's the experience that Bennett would have wanted if he was alive to see this. How good of a worms map would this be? And yes, that Italian, that sign there, I did notice that. That's evil, and I love it, and... Okay, I think I need to fucking combo jump this. Because, like, there isn't really anywhere to grab on with the slide. Okay. Hello, small child. No!
These audiences, uncritically accepting their tastes, it can only mean that you have no respect for them. Andre Tarkovsky.
Oh no! I could feel that one coming as soon as my, like, I could see the hammer just get, like, incredibly stuck. Well, for those of you who joined the stream late, we are back at the start of the game. So then, you really haven't missed much, I suppose. As soon as I saw the child. Come on. Whoa! No, the sun is not setting. This is just what it always looks like down here in the failure zone. Okay. Yes, Whitey Jason, we are back here. But we've learned so much. About ourselves, about video games, about culture, about life, you know? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I will say the wood on this hammer is incredibly durable for how flexible it has to be. Wonder how much this coffin weighs. Like even before we take the man into account here. Okay, we're back here again. My own private own zone. A lot just happened there. Let's see. Whoop. Oh yeah, probably weighs quite a lot. That much is certain. Like a black wrought iron cauldron like that. Fairly serious. Uh-oh. This is fine. Nope. Denied. Okay, Poe go. Poe is go. Haven't been doing that for a bit. I've usually found other, more spectacular ways to fail than the simple one. It really is, you get up there, you either do that or just get banished back to the Shadow Realm. Nope. Whoa, extremely nope. So I set myself up like this. The clangs are extremely satisfying, which is why I like being up in the sky a lot more. There's a lot more human construction going on up there. Whoop. Yes, we have found a child on top of a slide, and that is that signaled our death from the sky world. I have no idea how much more game there is in this game, by the way. Damn it. This is a very aggravating game, for certain. That much I can say for sure. Yeesh, that wasn't great. Yeah, the vertical tunnel is very definitely the first, you know, real challenge point of the game, I would say. I do think this game is very much about seeing how long it takes for you to rage quit. Not quite. Better. Better. Ugh. Honestly, now that I've saltified myself to the point where I'm actually taking a bit of a break from Eternal, something like this, where I'm really not even expecting myself to succeed exactly, is actually kind of calming. In a way. I think I need something like this in my life right now.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Iced tea. When to the sessions of sweet silent thought I summon up remembrance of things past, I sigh the lack of many a thing I saw, and with old woes new, wail my dear time's waste. William Shakespeare, Sonnet 30.
Game is definitely doing a light amount of taunting at the moment. Okay, looks like we're gonna make our way back to House Hell, or at least the start of it, because, you know, no guarantees. Here come the police. Yeah, I really gotta, like, find a way to make sure I slam my hammer into that, like, bigger crevice. That one. Yeah, that one. Because I think from there it's actually not that difficult to, like, wrench yourself upwards.
The vertical wall here has a way of getting it harder the more times you try it. I think anger makes you swing the hammer harder, and that can push you away from the wall.
Great,
Patience
now we're getting...
is the foundation of eternal peace.
Oh no.
Make anger your enemy. Calm comes to those who know only victory and do not know defeat. Find fault with yourself and not with others. It's in falling short of your own goals that you'll surpass those who exceed theirs. Tokugawa Ieyasu.
Wise words from the Shogun. Uh-oh.
She smiled in defeat with unconquerable eyes. Atticus.
No. Oh, no.
Your failure here is a metaphor. To learn for what, please resume climbing. Rob W.
All of this is fine. I do kind of feel not too broken up whenever we have to go back up this part. It's really just the vertical hill that is sort of like...
Laugh and the
eludes
world
me.
laughs with you. Weep and you weep alone. For the sad old earth must borrow its mirth, but has trouble enough of its own. Ella Weaver Wilcox.
And of course, when I fail at this, it's often quite spectacular. Whereas my failures in the tunnel, in the shame tunnel, are quite similar to each other most of the time. Round square. Thank you for the follow. If you are enjoying the content, feel free to follow. We always appreciate that. Nah, not quite. Could be worse, though. Whoops! Yeah, I think a lot of it is just making sure I get enough power off of that. So I think plunging myself straight down is definitely or like, straight down relative to the cauldron is the way to go there, it seems like. I find it really hard to actually get myself onto the rock consistently, honestly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh. What?
I have a concept of what I'm doing. This is definitely the one part of the game that still has given me trouble after all this time, which I think it's meant to be. Very much so. Ah, God. It really is. I have to hook onto that, hook my way up to the other one, and do that all in like one fluid motion bullshit. Wonk. Yeah, I'm hitting the wall. I hit the wall that time. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, let's try this again. The only thing I've had here that really kind of gets me is that despite doing a lot of pogoing in this, I'm still not 100% sure what the best way to like get a lot of power on a pogo is. It's like that didn't quite do it. It feels like you sort of gotta wrench it, honestly. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Everything always feels like it's on the line on that jump.
Oh, no. Whoop. Oh. Oh. Whoop. Ah. Whoop. Whoop.
Here we are again. To the swings. The exact mouse motion that I have to make here is a little bit ridiculous. Yoink. Okay. Well, we're back into here. Shake my hands out a little bit. Get ready for the coming depression. Yeah, if I had a webcam, I'd point it at my mouse right now. Ugh. So that pit will be our eventual doom, but there is a little bit of save below it. Well, we are back where we was. I do sort of wonder at the moment whether I have to go to the right or to the left here. Uh-oh. I should mention my mouse is on the edge of my pad. Okay, I have now fixed it, but boy, does this not feel like a good place to be. Oh no.
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
Oh God. No. Oh goodness. My guy. Okay. Oh no.
No.
I strongly agree, sir.
Better
Nope!
by far that you should forget and smile than you should remember and be sad. Christina Rossetti.
Oh my God!
Whoop. Whoop.
Whoop. For the record, I think I will go until I fall down that pit all the way again. Once that happens, I think we will take a break from this game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay.
No.
Uh-oh. The grill is always there to save me. The grill is my friend. Grill is love. Grill is life. Uh-oh. Hello. Well, we're back in the shame zone. Yes, the grill is there for safety and barbecue. Both incredibly comforting in our time of need here. Boy, this, that point there feels like a blessing and a curse, honestly. Because, like, on one hand, it's safety, but on the other hand, it really constrains your hammer. Uh-oh. We have not tried to hammer the kid. We love the kid. He is our only friend, along with Grill. Grill is actually our real friend.
Something filled up my heart with nothing. Someone told me not to cry. Now that I'm older, my heart's colder. I can see that it's a lie. The arcade fire.
A lot of the time, the way that this game, like, the way that, like, the best way to, like, stop yourself in this game is to, like, pull your mouse up back, like, when it's trying to get you on something. Because, like, when the mouse is stuck on, or, like, when the hammerhead is, like, stuck on something and trying to get to where your mouse is, that's really when the guy turns the torque up. I've noticed. Like that. Which sort of makes sense. He's trying to get the hammer to the point where the mouse is. And the mouse will eventually pull itself back, but only after a lot of force has been applied. There is absolutely no ethical hammering under late capitalism. I feel my movements are getting sloppier as time goes on. Around square, yes. This is the, like this game is controlled only with the mouse, and basically that round circle is the mouse cursor. It will home in on the hammerhead, and the hammerhead will, like, the guy will, like, do his damnedest to get the hammerhead to where the mouse is. And that's kind of how you get your, like, any leverage in this game. Uh-oh. Hello, Grill. My truest and bestest friend. That was almost sick! No! Oh, we've heard this one before. I wonder if you can buy the OST for this. Yeah, I am very definitely developing a sense for the tech. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, but you know. Well, here we go again. Ugh, God help me. Oh, trust me, I am already looking forward to the speedrun of this game. God, I have no idea how you're supposed to do that. Of course, I also have no idea how you're supposed to do this, and we haven't actually done it yet, so... Honestly, it looks sort of like the vertical climb of death, just, you know, without a floor.
I stand amid the roar of a surf-tormented shore, and I hold within my hand grains of the golden sand. How few, yet how they creep through my fingers to the deep, while I weep, while I weep. Oh God, can I not grasp them with a tighter clasp? Can I not save one from the pitiless wave? Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream? Edgar Allan Poe.
I do fucking love the, like, extremely plastic noises that this castle makes, like, that the slide makes when you smack into it like this. I'm astounded that you can do that. Okay. Yeah, all of the sound design in this game is perfect in every way.
Can I see another's woe and not be in sorrow too? Can I see another's grief and not seek for kind relief? William Blake.
I'm pretty sure that was directed at all of you. Now we're getting exciting, because I am getting very ballsy here.
We're back here again, showing patience, and then attacking, scraping, then flapping and snagging.
Uh-oh. Feels like it's a very small window to get your cursor up there again after you do the swing here. Ah! This is fine. Uh-oh. It does really feel like I should be just doing that in a series of fast swings there. I mean, are y'all sure you should be saying thank God here when the stream is over if I fall down that? You'll all be freed from purgatory?
In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Lewis Carroll.
Uh-oh. I do not fear the ledge. We are born from the ledge, and to the ledge we shall return. I feel like for a little while my moves were very calm and calculated, and at this point they have devolved into rapid flailing to throw myself at high speeds, at high velocities. Which I think is an improvement, really. I launched myself there. Uh-oh. I could see that, like, the second I started doing that there. God, I cannot imagine trying to teach someone speedrun tech for this game. Like, this game feels like the difficult parts would be just so intensely personal. Like, oh yeah, I just do this every time and get it 9 times out of 10. And you watch this YouTube video of a dude doing this and just be like, the fuck? Why? Why is it like this? That was too quick. kind of wonder if they put that little ledge down there to, like, make players play the aggressive amount that they really need to here. Well!
Doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt.
All right!
Shakespeare, measure for measure.
That's this game streamed. That's as far as we're gonna get today. I will probably play this game again, though, because I'm a terrible person, and... Oh, trust me, you will do all of these things that I have done. All that said, if you would like something else to continue watching, I think I am going to do a 70-star run of Super Mario 64 now. If you don't know, I did my first ever 70-star run like 2 days ago, and it went shockingly well until the end where everything just fucked up and exploded, so I've kind of been wanting to go do that again. So I will get that ready, and hopefully it'll go well, right? Let's see. Yeah. We will set everything up, because I need to get live split up. I need to get this game closed. What a beautiful, wonderful game. Oh my god. I will move into my more optimal Mario streaming setup. And then we'll see how it goes. Sorry, Elliot B1. I assure you that the VOD will be wonderful for everyone who wants to watch the 2.5 hours of that. I am going to cut up the stream here just real quick, so I will be right back. The Logic Blade, thank you for the follow. So, just a second.